COVID-19 hit, the world took a break from spinning plates of self-destruction in favor of a swimming lap instead. Air pollution in major cities dropped by up to 40%. Fortunes grew for some and were lost for many others. People resigned at home. The use of video chat grew exponentially as the virus made its way. Facebook Messenger use increased by 70%, Microsoft Teams by 40%, and video accounted for 2/3 of global internet traffic. Zoom became as ubiquitous as Google or Skype.
Anyone want to do a Honolulu-themed drinks party from our rooms?
I don't have to use so much lipstick this year.
I'll just drink my way through the rest of it.
So is that really crazy?
Oh, yeah.
Wait a minute.
Like and subscribe. 然后现在就跟你说话。So let's it.
調子はどう？私にプレイしてもらいたいゲームある？
There are over 7 billion video calls made each day. This is the story of one.
Dude, how's it hanging?
3 days without leaving your room is enough to drive a guy insane. This is day 8.
Yeah, I feel you, bro. There aren't enough battles in Fortnite to take my mind off this state of shit. How's Vanessa?
Upset, perturbed, making the rounds, pissed. You want to continue the chit-chat, or are you going to help me with this?
You need to upgrade your personality, mate.
I need to earn an income. And there's a rumour the two are inextricably linked.
Yeah, and how long you got?
3 hours. But I'd prefer to nail it down now. Have you read the sides?
Yeah, you're auditioning to play a whiny entitled dick. I'd say it's about as you tailor-made for it.
Remind me to unfriend you later.
And you're already in the zone. So what? I read Jeff, you read Matt?
When you're ready.
You user, Mac. A scum-sucking leech moving from person to person to take what you want.
In this here town, there's only winners and losers. You gotta dig 6 feet under to find them.
This town's finished with you.
You think I'm at the top of the pedestal? I'm right at the bottom where I belong. You take me out, the foundation collapses, and when that happens, the city will fall.
You're a madman.
No. I'm the only one who's sane. We're dying in a town sipping poison with every breath, in a rotting city festering in toxic fumes called hate. These people compromise their values so much they ain't got nothing left. They all deserve to be wiped. And so do I.
You don't really mean that.
But I do. Every morning the sun rises, and do you know what I think? That if we were all a little bit closer, even just a bit, then half the world's population would be cleansed and tomorrow would be a brighter day. I'm here to make that happen. In life or death.
You improved a bit.
I was getting into character. Did you like my voice?
Seems kind of short. Your accent's fine. Is it a Western?
That's the vibe I get off the title.
You want another go?
No, it should be fine. Otherwise it sounds rehearsed.
Did you like it? How are you doing?
Can't complain on both. Moved from tending bar to changing gears, making rounds for Deliveroo.
How are you not pissed about that?
Life is tough, but we got to work together if we want to beat this thing.
The virus or the economy.
Hey, whatever takes priority the next day.
Look, mate, I've got to go. I'm getting buzzed more times than a bee. Talk later?
Not like I'm going anywhere.
Not even to protest for Black Lives Matter?
Yeah, fuck that shit. Whatever happened to all lives being equal?
I think that's their warped point.
Yeah. Ciao, Bella.
You look like you got out the wrong side of bed. So what's up?
I think Doug's gonna kill me.
Your husband's a pacifist. He's about as homicidal as a dumbbell.
Yeah, and half as smart, but he's been drinking outside.
I thought all the pubs are shut.
Doug smells of liquor every time he comes back, and if he's been meeting people, he could catch the virus and bring it back. I mean, Charlie's only a month old. His immune system hasn't fully developed yet.
Oh, look, do you want me to talk to him?
Please, knock some sense into the guy.
Mum likes to say you're drawn to the senseless.
She also says the virus was manufactured by Bill Gates. I wouldn't pay attention to her word.
Well, she's the smartest one in our gene pool.
Which isn't saying much. And you're only agreeing with her because of your alt-right phase.
Less a phase than the following. I could ask my base for help.
Please don't.
In all seriousness, this whole pandemic's been blown out of proportion. Maybe herd immunity was the right call.
Please don't say that to Doug.
More people die every year from seasonal flu, so why aren't we locking the world down each winter?
The death rate for COVID's higher.
That number will rise if people can't work.
What, you mean they'll starve?
I'm not just talking about the homeless and food banks. Employees rely on company health insurance to make it through this mess. If they get axed, all of a sudden they're uninsured, and good luck being put on a waiting list of an already stretched system.
This isn't a live stream. Please don't preach to me with your propaganda bait.
I'm just stating the facts, sis. Hold on. Oh, shit. How am I supposed to prep for this? Look, Al, I've got to go. My audition's been moved up and I've got to learn a new scene right now.
Can they do that?
These are unprecedented times. Casting directors are gatekeepers. They know we're desperate for the work. They could call a meeting at 2 a.m. and know we'd still probably show.
They sound like jackals.
More like hyenas, but if you have a posh voice, they'll soon turn from wildebeest to pussycats.
You know, if you're worried you're not good enough, you should give Beck a call.
Why would I think that? I'm auditioning, aren't I?
You're still friends, aren't you?
We haven't spoke since the pilot got made.
What, now she has no time for you?
Oh, it's not that. It's just there's been no reason for us to talk.
And what you said about her on social media probably didn't help. What better reason is there now than to reach out and make amends?
Thanks, Al. Stay sane out there.
You're as punctual as my prayers.
And hopefully the answer to them too.
It's incredible. Most people are spending lockdown evolving into characters from a Roald Dahl novel, but you look like you ought to be in a boy band.
Flattery gets you everywhere. I wish I could send back the compliment, but I can't see your face to judge.
Trust me, you don't want to see my grizzled visage.
Try me.
Do you receive the signs?
Which version?
The one I just sent. Have you read it yet?
No time. This all happened so quick, but I've prepared the other scene.
I'm glad you didn't. With this project, we prefer natural over scripted, though I'll be testing you on both.
Bring it on.
I'm excited to meet you. I'm a fan of your streams.
I just speak truth to power.
Well, it's about time someone spoke up for the little guy. Make no mistake, that's what we've become.
Minorities are set to overtake the population in under 50 years. If facts are racist, no wonder progressives want us living in fiction.
Such candor, such class, plus exuberance of wit. Please don't disappoint.
Shall I read now?
In a moment. Well, what do you think of the interracial nature of this film?
Is that who I'll be playing alongside? A black actress?
Maybe.
Just because I want to preserve white history doesn't make me a racist. I have no issue with whose lips I kiss.
I just wanted to make sure. Oh, I have another question.
Shoot.
Why haven't you called back?
Excuse me?
Well, it seems like something you should do.
How do you know I've not called her?
But it just seems like something you would do.
It's very assumptive.
Becca's a living fortune cookie. I'd call her if I were you.
Wait, how do you know I even spoke about her?
Your sister told me.
You know Al?
Not well, but look, are you ready to begin? You are wistful and depressed and accepting of your fate. Do you need time to prepare?
No.
Good. Rooting for you. You're a user, Mac. A scum-sucking leech moving from person to person to take what you want.
In this here town, there's only winners and losers.
Well, what are you doing?
I was putting on an accent.
No, it's distracting. Stick to your natural voice.
Okay.
In this here town, there's only winners and losers.
Don't ad-lib. Just follow the script. You'll have an opportunity to improv later.
Okay.
In this town, there are only winners and losers, and you have to dig 6 feet to find them.
This town's finished with you.
Do you really think I'm at the top of the pedestal? I'm the guy at the bottom where I belong. And if you take me out...
Talk to the camera. You're speaking with me, to the audience. Try to keep me engaged.
Do you really think I'm at the top of the pedestal? I'm the guy at the bottom where I belong. You take me out, the foundation collapses. And when that happens, the city will fall.
You're a madman.
I'm the only one who's sane. We're dying in a town, sipping poison with every breath. In a rotten city festering with toxic fumes called hate. These people have compromised their values so much they've got nothing left to change. They deserve to be exterminated, and so do I.
You don't really mean that.
But I do. Every morning the sun rises, and do you know what I think? That if we were only a little bit closer, even just a bit, then half the world's population would be cleansed, and tomorrow will be a brighter day. I'm here to make that happen. In life or death.
Do you want me to read again? Hi, Joel? Joel, are you there?
Yeah, you were oozing with talent. Your parents ought to be proud.
You had me worried for a sec.
Have faith in yourself. You gave me exactly what I wanted.
Is it over?
Not quite. Now that I've seen how well you play alone, I'd like to observe how well you play with others.
I don't think I'll be able to kiss anyone from in here.
Kissing's a social taboo in our post-COVID world. How are you coping with the pandemic?
Staying safe, surviving.
Uh-huh. Be honest now. You know, I've read your posts.
I think the media's reporting's been a tad overblown.
Just a tad?
They've turned a mild flu into the zombie apocalypse.
Yeah, it doesn't change the fact that people died.
Trust the public to do what's right. They'll brave the virus if it means saving their jobs or protesting on the streets. So why implement regulations you can't uphold?
I gotta ask a favor, though. Could you please call back? Use the kudos you've gained to see your process through.
I don't know.
I mean a lot.
Is that why you're auditioning me? To reach back?
I mean, it's no secret the two of you had a falling out. And then the recent comments you made, making amends despite her misgivings will go a long way towards proving you're right for the part.
I've got nothing to do with Beck.
Of course. This audition is yours and yours alone.
But if it helps me land the part, I'll give it a whirl.
Marvelous. I'll send her details.
Can't I WhatsApp her?
Well, I want to see her face.
Do you want me to speak as Mac or me?
Be yourself. Don't forget to share the screen, though.
Larry? How are you? It's been so long.
I'm good, thanks. How about you? Where are you these days?
Hong Kong. Staying low till the COVID rate drops from Rio to 0.
You look like you're on a shoot.
Gotta keep busy before cases spike.
How did you get there, though? Isn't LA in lockdown?
I managed to fly in time.
Self-quarantine measures be damned.
Aren't you the one who believes the virus to be overblown?
Yes, but you don't.
唔好意思啊，陳小姐，因為技術問題咧，我哋個拍攝會 delay 1個鐘啊。
叫我梳頭過嚟。
好啊。
So, what are you up to?
Chasing the dream in quarantine? Same boat as you.
Yeah, right.
I'm still applying for parts, hoping one will stick. What about you? You got any juicy acting gigs?
My pilot went series and I was attached to a studio project, Sun City Sabers. But with the virus around the town's comatose, there is not.
China will get back on its feet. Clearly Hong Kong's following suit.
My next is in LA.
So you've made it there? With the George Floyd protests, the City of Angels has become the new HK.
This situation's out of whack.
There's been no reason to think this pandemic's even real.
I know you say it was overblown, but a hoax?
You heard?
Surely people dying counts as proof.
What? Those with pre-existing conditions and the old?
Not all of them fit the bill.
I never took you for the closed-minded type.
I never thought you were an anti-vaxxer.
I'm not. I just want to save our jobs.
I rather save lives. So you're going to tell me why you called?
What do you mean?
You wouldn't call without a reason.
Does a guy need one to catch up with his friend?
Larry, we're not friends. You made that clear when you didn't speak to me for 8 months.
I had a lot to process.
And now you don't even call me on WhatsApp?
I thought this would be better.
I'm Asian, not stupid.
It seemed wiser to have this conversation on the big screen.
Did someone put you up to this?
A few people asked me to speak with you, sure.
Who?
My sister, a friend. Is that really what you hung up on?
This doesn't sound like an intimate heart-to-heart. Well, like you're putting on a show.
You sound paranoid.
Don't gaslight me. I've seen you at your most vulnerable and I'm aware of your recent tweet. This isn't it.
Maybe because I'm not.
Then why are you smiling like a game show host? Tell me what's going on.
Nothing. I miss you, that's all. With all this talk of death and disease, I didn't want to leave things the way they were.
You just told me this whole thing's a hoax, so that can't be the reason. Tell me the truth.
That is the truth.
But not all.
What do you want me to say?
Why you stop talking?
You were busy with your career and life got in the way.
I was never too busy for you. You helped me at the start of my journey.
Yeah, but you never helped me back.
Should I have? You told people I lean into my Asianness in all the land rules, and that's not even the worst thing you said.
Hey, 2 years ago, you never even mentioned your heritage. Now, your Instagram's filled with Sun Tzu quotes, and there's no proof that what I said isn't true.
Really? Now here's the Confucius quote for you. I hear and I forget. I see and I remember. I do and I understand. Go fuck yourself, Larry!
I tried my best. Please don't penalize me for it.
Why would I punish you for your effort? Your Oriental friend forgot her past. I'm glad she's been reminded.
Beck and I used to be like fish and chips. I don't know what happened.
She changed, and now she'll spend the rest of her evening being reminded of it. Do you ever consider the possibility your career would end before it starts? People like her will be certain you never land apart?
Cancel culture's all the rage. Rowling, Ansari, Oprah, they all wear that badge. You know my shtick, and I thought we were kindred spirits in this, but if conformity's your remedy, then let's end this call, and we can go our merry way.
The audition only ends when I say it does.
Or I could click end meeting.
If you press that button, your day will get worse.
How? You gonna release this call over the internet?
This conversation is being recorded, but it's not the only recording I have.
Then maybe you should upload them. Or I can do it. We can see who racks up more views.
I'll bear that in mind, but think what else you gave me when you sent me your CV.
My address.
What else?
My telephone number.
Your contact details, your date of birth, even your mother's maiden name. I have enough info to dox you if I wanted, and you're not the most popular man at the moment, are you, Mr. Boyle?
You would do that to me.
I'm carrying out a public service, but only if you hang up.
He wouldn't be this malicious without motive.
My motive? Same as everyone else. But I'm taking it one step further.
Don't believe everything you read online.
I'm not. Only the evidence. And the evidence tells me that at the time of a pandemic, when people were being asked to self-quarantine, members of the public gathered in parks, on beaches, and hiking trails, stores to sacrifice our health, soak in the sun. Lockdown protesters equated social distancing to Nazi Germany. And then there's you.
I have a sister and a month-old nephew. I'd never risk their lives.
Is that what the public would believe if I were to leak your details?
No.
What would they do?
Social media, they'd destroy me, they'd destroy my family.
Your opinion of the people is remarkably cynical. I would like to bring up a point regarding your audition.
Well, it was never real.
No, the audition is real. As are the assignments you must take in order to pass. But you're not testing for a character named Mac. The reason you're auditioning is so I can decide your life's worth. Do you really believe what I'm telling you?
I do. I'll do what you say.
Whatever the request?
Yes.
Good. I look forward to seeing you in action. You'll be doing them a favor.
Who? Who?
A UK doctor contracted the coronavirus and exhibited symptoms of the disease. Rather than self-isolate, he chartered a plane to his apartment in Berlin. Do you recall what happened to him?
Why are you doing this?
Please answer the question.
He died.
Each death's a tragedy. And our frontline workers deserve our praise, but for the life of me, I can't muster sympathy. Can you? Why?
He put his life on the line. He didn't willfully get infected. You don't know what goes on in a person's head when they're faced with death.
What, are you suggesting it was justified to be selfish through fear?
No. But you can't summarize a whole man's existence based on his final choices in life.
I can't help but wonder how many people he might have infected from London to Berlin. Would shortening his life have prevented more deaths?
Is that why you're here? You want to kill me because you think I've got the disease?
No.
Then why?
You'll know in due course. Tell me about your sister.
Elle's great. We got on like noughts and crosses, and now we're like peas in the pod. She has a son, Charlie, who means the world to me, and I would never put him in danger. Martin's a friend. We've known each other for a few years. He's an aspiring actor like me, a part-time stoner. That's him. He told me he was a bartender, but now I think he's delivering. Beck, you know the nature of my relationship with her. We used to get on, not anymore. She was an aspiring actress, but dropped the aspiring part 8 months ago.
But that's when you grew jealous?
I was rooting for Beck with all my heart. I just wish there was a diversity program for people like me.
And who are you?
A white, cisgender male, bane of humanity, according to some.
I meant your name.
Larry. Larry Boyle.
You have a severe identity complex, you know that, Larry? What are you?
I'm an actor. Or I want to be. Why are you asking me all these questions?
Are you ready to read the script? Treat the script as a structure, but be prepared to ad-lib. There's another audition or two.
Wait. How many people have you mind-fucked?
My story features multiple roles. Everyone has a part to play.
And when it's over, you'll let us all go? I mean, every single one.
Only one person can win the part, so I suggest you perform well.
What the hell did this guy do to you?
I did everything you asked. Now you tell me where she is.
You want to bag the baby, you gotta make the trade.
The only thing we're going to be trading is my fist in your face. Now you tell me where she is, or I'll smash them on her so hard it will give you a concussion.
You think you're playing poker when the only cards you hold are the instructions?
What the hell does that even mean? You make no sense, you crazy mook.
I think we should make the trade unless you want to continue to go off script.
Who are you talking to?
Want to answer her?
Don't even think about involving anyone, Cholo.
Cholo, I'm not even Mexican.
I've got your picture, bitch. I've got your picture.
I can turn my face to the side and you can get my profile.
Now we trade.
Where is any of this in the script? Play me a tune.
That's the price you pay to get your girl back, unsullied and all. How do I know she's alive?
You don't. Trust goes both ways.
Why are you doing this to me? I don't understand.
Are you going to play the song?
What kind of wacko gets his rocks off playing weird games on strangers? This is about control.
Then don't test my power.
Well, I want to know if she's alive.
After.
did everything you asked. Please, release Zoe.
I can't hear you. Brenda, are you okay?
I'm fine. I kept my end of the bargain. It's time for you to keep yours.
This isn't over yet. Not until you kneel and confess.
Confess to what?
You should know.
Confess to what? Confess to what?
Hang on.
Confess.
I thought you said he wasn't an actor.
It's not an act.
What?
For him, this is all real. Pitting him against you put you at a severe advantage. I based the script on his present circumstances to help level the field.
Oh my God! Ah! Ah!
So he thinks I'm genuinely after him?
Yeah.
Then who the fuck's Zoe?
His daughter.
No way, man. It's over. I'm out of here. I'm not kidnapping a child, no matter what you say. Go fuck yourself, you shitty little creep.
She's already been kidnapped. All he has to do to reunite with her is to win the audition.
What about me?
Well, that's why it's a competition.
No way. I'm out of here.
Then would you like me to tell Elle how you chose another life over hers? Perhaps Martin would appreciate being elected second fiddle. Beck, as always, can take a back seat.
If I win, what happens to Zoe?
She'll be reunited with her mother.
And Johnny?
Intermission's over. Forfeit or continue. I leave the choice to you.
Final ask. Are you up to the task?
If I let her in, there's another witness to crimes. How does that tell your master plan?
Open the door. I'm going to feel.
You seem to be under the misconception that I play by your rules. If I end this call, Zoe's whereabouts go with me. Do you want that on your conscience? Now kneel and confess.
What's your obsession with confessions?
I'm practicing to be a priest.
Who are you talking to?
My mullah, my rabbi, my partner in crime. Someone has to keep an eye on the girl.
You're pathetic.
Oh, I love it when a guy talks dirty.
I'm right, aren't I? You've been cooped up in your bedroom, replaying the fantasies in your head until your mind finally snapped.
I came for a rumble, but got a ramble instead. You're on your knees rattling everything off your mouth except the one thing that counts. Your confession.
Don't come inside! You have no idea what he's capable of.
Fine, I won't. But you gotta tell me what's going on.
I'm being held against my will. Forced to play a series of games or else Zoe will get hurt.
What I want is his confession.
Why are you doing this to him? Where's Zoe?
The guy's nuts.
What the hell did you do, Johnny?
I was good this time. Please don't smear me with his shade of crazy.
Confess!
You must have got the corona disease, mate, because you're Coca-Loco. Where's my daughter?
Fine. Let's end this meet and we can toss her life to fate.
No. She's the only leverage you've got.
Your friend seems to want in on the game. Shall I ask her to play?
You want my confession? I want to ask you for yours. What kind of dark guilt must you be carrying to want to bury it under the secrets of others.
This conversation's leading nowhere. Tell me what I need to know before I cut your daughter's throat.
Oh.
Do you want me to carve out Zoe's eyeballs? Then get on your knees. Now confess.
I'm a junkie. I cheated on my ex. Stole a mate's wallet once. And stabbed a guy in jest. But I'm a loving father. You can't take that away from me. And no matter how many shitty mistakes I make, that's the one constant that will never change. I'm an asshole. I've racked up more crimes than quid. But for every shakedown, mail fraud, phone hack, rape joke, Hitler quote or EDL march that I'm in, not a day goes by that I don't wish I weren't someone else. I'm a monster. Please, don't take my daughter from me. You got what you wanted? Where's Zoe?
Zoe's picking daisies in the sky. It's time for you to join her. Goodbye, Johnny.
Oh! Shit.
Johnny, maybe I can hear you. Johnny, what was that?
Congratulations, you passed the test.
What test? A man is dead. How's that a fucking test?
You're the one who was spouting the lines. You knew how it was going to end.
Oh, bullshit.
Talk to us, Johnny. We're almost there. What the hell do you guys go to the gym for? Johnny? Baby?
He's dead.
He's been nice. Tell him he was shot.
What the hell are you talking about? It was you!
No.
I heard you. You think you're a cool fucking cat in your ivory tower, yeah?
I took a picture of the shooter.
How?
I'll share it with you.
How exactly did I shoot him? I'm stuck in self-quarantine.
He's right. Everybody get down! This baller calls the shot, and his partner must be the one who takes them.
This is ridiculous. I didn't shoot the guy. How can I murder a man from in here?
Why did you do it? What exactly did he do to you?
Nothing. I don't even know the guy.
You shoot strangers at random?
No, you dumb bitch. Take the wax out your ears and listen to what I have to say. I'm an actor. This was an audition. I've been put through the grinder by a deranged madman who pitted me against your boy. What I'm going through, he must have gone through too.
Johnny ain't no actor. He's a telemarketer. And how the hell is this a fucking audition?
Obviously, I don't think that now. Look, I've been blackmailed and coerced this whole time. Same thing must have happened to him. What you're watching is a hostage video.
You must have a real nice kidnapper to let you talk freely like this. What? You think I'm a dunce? Well, guess what? Easy ain't calling the cops. He's on the phone with someone way worse. And when they get here, your seconds are fucking numbered.
Wait, what? You're not calling the police? Then I will. Oh, fuck you.
Fuck me? Fuck you!
No, I wasn't talking to you.
This guy must be added on PCP.
It's not over.
Not till I say so. You're auditioning for your life. It doesn't end with a couple of readings.
I got you. They all heard that. See, that's him. That's the killer. That's the shooter.
You're on mute. Would you like to see the screensaver I left them?
Oh, that's nasty. Oh.
Frustrating, isn't it?
When did you take that?
It was quite recent. I've had my eye on you for a while.
You sick prick.
No need to name call.
Zoe, did you?
Johnny's daughter has no part to play. She's perfectly safe.
But the dialogue?
It's just a script. Or do you believe all fiction to be alternative facts?
I don't get it. Johnny's performance wasn't bad. It was real, it was raw. He was better than me, so why did you choose to kill him?
Because he didn't do what he was asked.
To kneel and confess, that's exactly what he did.
But not everything. There's one sin he failed to mention, and it's the same one as yours.
That's the killer! He's been getting off on Johnny's death.
Fucking
It's pre-recorded. Hey, you still there? You still there?
What do you want me to do?
Start talking to them. I'll unmute you.
When is this over?
Once your audition ends. Right now, your goal is to stay alive, which will be somewhat more difficult in a moment.
My girlfriend lives here. Do you really want to involve her in this?
Your better half's an essential worker facing mobs at the supermarket. By the time she returns, this will all be over.
What about tomorrow or next week? These people look like they earn their wages and rolled at 20s.
You're right. Maybe I should slim the figures. Slim looks hardest to beat.
No. No more killing. I'm not becoming an accessory to your shit.
Your funeral.
Ah, there you are. Thanks for dropping in. I'm gonna come in now, and if you try and take me out, we will take you out. Do you understand?
I didn't kill that guy.
Then who did?
I thought he was a casting director.
Backtrack for a sec. What did you just say?
I'm an actor. I entered a fake audition.
Why don't you swing by? I'll make chamomile tea. We can talk things through. Try to get to the bottom of this. My sister wants to be an actress. Maybe you could share some tips.
That's if you don't mind sharing a meal with us niggers.
I didn't write that.
Of course you didn't. appeal.
Guy seems mental.
Did we do that to him?
Dress is only a couple of minutes from here. I can send someone around.
Don't. He could be sending us to a rival's turf. Maybe he wants us to dock someone. Until we know for sure, I ain't falling for it.
What's his angle?
Same as any junkie.
We need to take Johnny to a hospital.
He needs a hearse. Time to make your peace.
So, you're an actor. Have I seen any of your work?
I'm still making my mark.
Must be tough.
He says this will be my big break.
That the casting agent you referred to?
Casting director, yes.
I've heard of actors killing for a part, but this is surreal. Maybe if you can help me understand then?
I entered an audition without knowing it was fake, and then I got coerced and blackmailed into making this call.
So it was the casting director who did this? Can you describe to me what he or she looks like, or the sound of their voice, or are you the only one who can hear them?
I'm not schizoid, if that's what you're implying.
Of course not, but if you were smoking up, then...
I'm not a fucking user!
Then how do you know Johnny?
I don't. We met just now.
And your encounter leaves him dead? Johnny isn't an actor, so why would he be auditioning for something?
I don't think he knew it was an audition.
Or maybe a combination of drug cocktails and the psychological pressure of self-isolation has made you pissed off the world.
How can I prove I'm not on drugs?
You're sweating right now like you're coming off a high. That's all I need to see.
Shit, his face looks familiar.
Yeah, you're right. This tricker likes to dabble in crack, snapple, and pop.
No.
He one of yours?
No. But if we recognize him, he must be in the game.
You busking for different dealers?
Look, I am boring. My life is vanilla flavored.
So boring. You literally talk someone to death.
I didn't shoot Johnny.
Of course not. You wish someone dead, and someone else pulled the trigger. So who footed the bill?
I don't know.
But he's here with us now, isn't he? And what you see and what you hear, he can see and hear too.
Yes.
Have you tried looking in the mirror?
No.
Do you have any proof of his existence?
He sent me an email.
For the audition? Do you have any evidence that this audition isn't real? Or anything that can reveal the identity of this person?
Calls himself Joel. He says his name might not be real.
Can I speak to him?
He says no.
Ask him why he killed Johnny.
Apparently, he didn't confess to everything.
And what exactly was he supposed to confess to?
He says that's for me to find out.
That's all well and good. But why are you involving us in all this? I'll take care of my house. You take care of yours. So why don't we mutually agree to part ways?
I want you to stay.
So you want me to sit here and keep talking? What's to stop us from hanging up and walking away?
You have a wife. Listen, the only reason I'm still on this call is because this chemically imbalanced arsehole is threatening to harm the people I know.
Let's just end the call.
Do what you want. All I'm trying to do is save everyone's life.
Then you can start doing that and stop treating us like hostages.
How are you my hostage? I'm the one who's being tested. I'm the one who's had his whole life caved in. This footage was in 16K. You'd see my fucking strings!
clearly under a lot of stress. I don't want to add to your burden. But we've been talking non-stop with no end in sight. How do we resolve this? What can I do to break the impasse?
He told me I need to figure out what sin Johnny didn't confess to. Whatever it is, it's the same one as me.
If that's true, then there's got to be a connection that links Johnny and you. I'd start there.
He's a telemarketer. The only thing that connects the two of us is we're going to share the same death date.
You live in the same neighborhood.
We do.
Maybe you frequent the same pub.
No, I would have noticed it.
But you could have crossed paths, despite the lockdown. I'm going to mute and turn off the camera. I'm not leaving you.
Sure, I trust you.
Do you? I'd love to have your faith in humanity, but it has yet to be affirmed. Now, who could that be? Maybe he did send someone after all.
All you can hear is a vehicle stopping. The fact you know it's for me suggests this was pre-planned by you.
I'm moving your audition along. Aren't you going to answer?
No, I won't break your rules.
You can answer the door. You'll want what I'm sending.
You just want me out there to find new ways to fuck up my life. Maybe you're bored or trigger happy, and you clearly don't like the company I keep.
I told you I'm rooting for you.
I'm damned if I do, damned if I don't.
Right now, you're undamned. Take the damn package.
How do I know you're not lying?
Because that would be unfair. But if the package is taken to the post office, your chance for success drops to nil. You've got 30 seconds from when you leave the room to pick up the package and return. Any later, and someone will be dead.
My fucking watch stopped at 3 o'clock. How am I ever going to tell?
Unless you have physical impairments I'm unaware of, half a minute should be more than sufficient.
How do I know it's not a bomb?
I'm not so crude. Timer started. Leave your phone.
Fuck!
Every task you've given me, I have done. And every hurdle you've put in front of me, I have jumped. Please. Stop the show.
But you're doing so well. You know I'm rooting for you.
His face will haunt me for the rest of my days.
Check who's ringing, but don't answer.
What is she calling?
He's trying to separate my family.
Nothing gets past you. That's for you to find out.
Fuck your motives! I don't give a shit about your story. I just want to go home.
What's a home without your loved ones?
You're a fucking piece of work. These are our lives. Right? These are our hopes and dreams you're snuffing. Do you have a shred of decency left? Or are you just some sad, vile, demented kook with a computer?
Would you mind taking off your mask? I have no idea what you just said.
You forced me to wear this!
And I'm glad I did. We wouldn't want you infecting other people while we play. You're one of the Frankensteins in my life. And I'm your monster.
I'm out. You take me out, and I'll take them out. I'll cough in people's faces just for spite. You have no proof that I'm infected. Whatever happens next, that's on you. Have a nice death.
Hello, Larry. It's good to see you again. Congratulations on passing your test. Are you ready to continue where we left off?
Evan's feeling restless, wants to see how we can help.
Picks him up and won't get us out of his jam.
Did you make a note of the guy's address?
Because you took a pic.
Why don't you head there? I will get you in there.
Whoa, we don't want to leave a trail. Shit starts going south, we don't want breadcrumbs pointing at us.
We've already been called camera.
We need to erase our involvement.
Well, I don't see how, considering what he left here.
We'll deal with it discreetly. You got a driving license? Take my keys. Keep your distance. Area's gentrified, so you'll stick out like a black dude in a haystack.
Darwin, I'll have to die.
People are sensitive with the protests going on. Cops are gunning for us, and unless you look purer than snow, aka white, you won't get a fair shake. Be careful.
Something's fishy about all this.
You think?
I mean, what if we were meant to be here? What if we were supposed to be involved? If that guy's telling the truth, there's got to be someone else pulling the strings. Let's look into this, Joel.
Aren't you curious about what's inside?
I'm going to survive this. And when I do, the pain in your head will be the hammer of vengeance breaking you.
I would save that hammer for jail. Let's check in on the others. I wonder who she's talking to. Let's remove that, shall we?
Is Doug using? No one in their right mind would put their family in harm's way every single day.
Look, I'm sitting next to a carcass and living in an episode of The Twilight Zone. Can we have this talk later?
Doug's running around like Pac-Man while my brother tells me to treat him like a ghost. No, I won't postpone to fit your busy schedule.
Your brother sounds smart. If it's any console, Doug isn't looking for meds. He comes to ask where the latest COVID party's at.
Arsehole. That shitty arsehole.
You gonna be okay?
If you do reach him, don't tell him I know.
Take care.
How does he know my sister?
Former user? Latest muse? I couldn't presume to guess. It's interesting how she's at the center of all that's wrong with the world. Either she has terrible taste in the friends she keeps, or taking her out will right all our wrongs.
No!
Why not?
This is a test. You made the rules, don't break them for a hunch. You sick piece of crap.
Open the door! Open the door! Open the fucking door! Open the fucking door! Open the door! Open the fucking door now! We can see you in there, you fucking asshole! What the fuck did you do? Open the fucking fuse! Open it now! Open it! Did he just throw his blinds on us?
He's a moron.
We can see you, you idiot! You can't hide in there!
We are not going to hurt you, we swear.
We just want to talk!
It's a fair request to make.
Do you think you went through the back?
No, I can sense movement in there.
You can't hide from us forever! Open up! Open the fucking door!
I have a hostage. If you enter this house, I'll put a bullet in his head.
You killed Johnny? Now you got another tattoo?
How many people are you gonna make victim of your rage? I've already caused enough pain.
He shot me!
Hey, Larry.
Martin? Martin!
Drop the gun and let's talk! You killed Johnny? It's only fair we take something from you. How's your hostage doing? If it's okay, why don't we make an exchange? He comes out, I go in.
Is Doug alive? Get rid of him.
Did you shoot him? Did you shoot him?
No, but the next bullet will end someone. If in the next 10 seconds you're not off my property!
Don't try to escape, Larry! Our numbers might be small, but you're a dead man talking!
What now? Let's hurry up and finish this.
Why? You have someplace to be?
Yes. The hospital.
He'll survive. Unlike you, I don't think Doug intended to kill.
Don't try to pin this on me. The only bad guy here is you.
Not in the court of public opinion. Will your sister see you as anything other than the man who killed her husband?
I was defending myself.
Were you? After Doug shot you, why didn't you escape?
I was trying to save your hostages.
Don't you mean yours?
Every morning the sun rises, and do you know what I think? That if we were only a little bit closer, even just a bit, then half the world's population would be cleansed, and tomorrow will be a brighter day. I'm here to make that happen. In life or death. Nobody's gonna believe that was anything other than an act, and not a good one at that. Our calls, these scripts, all of it's conclusive.
Well, what you call a script, others may call a manifesto. And with your email account wiped, can you prove you didn't write it?
The police will investigate. Your bluff will fall apart.
Does it matter? When conspiracy theorists claim that the Sandy Hook shooting was staged, politicians decry facts as fake. Toothpaste and silver are peddled as coronavirus cures. There will always be people who believe the most radical narrative to be true. But what's more radical than a failed actor turned serial killer?
You son of a bitch.
Have you figured out my motive? Or do you need another incentive?
No!
I firmly believe in order to make the most of your present, you need to excise the past. Beck traveled halfway around the globe to find refuge from a virus without considering the safety of others. She has no place in this world.
Please. Please, don't hurt her. You don't have to hurt her.
Can you confess to your sin?
I don't know what it is. I'm racking my head like a pinball machine. I'm trying to connect the dots. But this whole mess is just a spider's web, and all I'm doing is getting tangled.
Well, then I'd like to make you an offer. If you climb the stairs and jump out of your window, I won't come after you. The game will end. No harm, no foul.
I won't survive.
But your friends will.
Even if I live, my life would be over.
At least you'd be breathing.
And if I don't, then they think it was suicide.
Isn't that where we're heading? It's a fitting finale to your journey.
No. I'm not giving up.
There's nothing wrong with ending things on your terms.
You could call your dogs off at any time. You've already killed Martin. Isn't that enough?
Not until you tell me why. What could possibly compel me to create this audition for you?
I don't know.
Yes, you do. Somewhere in the back of your head lies the truth. So what's stopping you from accepting it?
Because if I'm responsible, then I'm the bad guy.
Larry, everyone's a hero in their sort of tale. Do you really think the pilots who dropped bombs on Hiroshima ever felt conflicted by their actions? They believed themselves to be the sword of justice, even while that sword was blunted by blood. Life isn't always a battle between good and evil. Sometimes everyone's a villain.
But what's that got to do with me? I just want to be an actor.
Because you grew up watching make-believe and believed you could make it for real.
If the thought police respected my views, I would have had a chance.
You selected a profession so enamored by the public it magnified their prejudice. Women become cronies by 40. Trans characters exist as statements, not lives. And minorities are as homogenous as grains of sand. The industry doesn't shun you because of your views. The industry is made of your views. And yet you think they owe you?
The world doesn't owe me. But you do.
Enlighten me.
Because you're the director. You're the face behind the camera. A voice in my ear. Giving me a series of directions.
But you haven't figured out my motive.
It doesn't matter. Because this isn't your story. It's about me. My journey. And you don't care whether I live or die. Only that I'm punished.
If you pass my audition, you'll have a burgeoning career being discussed on news programs and talk shows. You should thank me for that. I wonder why Elle's leaving. It's probably because of the texts you sent.
What text?
The ones explaining everything. No matter. I can take them out anywhere, anytime. Same is true for Beck. Would you like to see?
No, please, don't.
Check your messages. Now go back.
You got rid of the audit trail. You don't have to do this.
Who should go first? My money's on Beck.
Neither, please.
Well, you could always take yourself out of the equation. Are you ready to climb? What are you doing? If you're trying to play tricks, I have no choice but to conclude you don't intend to play in the spirit of the game. I'll make the call.
I'm out.
I know. You're being tailed.
What?
Find a building, get in a car, escape the area before he reaches you.
You have the green light. Take her out, but be careful of the baby.
Shit, he's coming after you.
How far back?
10 meters. Close him fast.
No. I am.
What?
You fuck back to America!
Where's Charlie?
He's with a neighbour. I'm calling the police.
It's not over. There's another life on the line.
Who?
Bex.
You won't be able to do it on your own.
I have to.
Fine, but I'm telling Theo everything.
How do you know him?
He introduced me to Doug.
I have to go.
Looks like I guessed right. Beck will die for the sole crime of not being related to you.
It's not enough for you, Romantic. Now you're trying to ruin my week. What the hell happened to you?
Beck, you're in danger.
I'm living through a pandemic. Of course we are.
Someone's trying to kill you.
And somehow you stumble onto the plot.
He tried to kill Elle.
Now he's crossing continents. You know, when you tried to call, I thought you were finally going to apologize, but you're still the same closest racist standing alongside Asia, expecting us to hoist you up.
I'm sorry.
I work hard to get where I am. I work twice as hard for half to pay to finally get in a position where I can command my worth. And you told people I slept my way to the top?
I was wrong, I was jealous. This isn't the fucking time.
It's been 8 months. When a man meets an Asian woman, he thinks we are dumb, superstitious, self-entitlement, hungry, gold-digging horse. Apparently, we carry the COVID virus too.
I never said that.
They think they own us like we all desperate for a green card.
You're missing the point. Someone wants to kill you.
Do you know how often directors say, I look exotic when they really mean bangable? Or producers say that I give them tigers when all I did was look?
We'll talk about this later. Right now, I just want you to live.
I look to you as an equal. You were supposed to be my friend. But I land one successful gig and suddenly all you see is a job-stealing chink.
Not now. Not anymore. That's why I need you to do exactly what I tell you if you want to live through today.
What?
Your webcam's been hacked. I'm not the only one watching. Whoever's on the other side of that door is here to kill you. Get out, or in the next 10 seconds you'll be dead.
What do I do?
Act.
我哋準備好啦。
我要多少少時間等埋髮型師先啊，唔該。
去到先再整啦。
我揾唔到個口罩啊，喺邊啊？
咧，嗰度有一盒啊。
你叫咩名啊
？Priscilla。Priscilla，
我想用翻我自己嗰個。
She's onto you. Run, run, run!
點解你咁樣對我？
你留翻喺 LA 咪好咯，而家帶晒啲病毒過嚟啦。
我冇受感染啊！
你仲扮嘢？就係因為你啊，而家成個世界都受感染啦。
Don't fragrance her to death. Ram the fucking bitch! Psycho hunting us, and his Twitter auntie fans are helping.
That makes sense. The moment you re-enter my life, I can't come to my sense.
Now they're free.
This is a studio where all the normals.
On set! You think?
匿埋咗去邊啊？
再揾下。你肯定佢過咗嚟呢度？
佢一定會經過呢條路嘅。
要快啲啊！唔可以俾人知道你出咗嚟嘅。 點啊？查唔查到佢啊？
佢周圍走唔係走得好遠嘅啫，一係呢度，一係走咗嗰邊。
再抄下，一定要抄到佢出嚟。
That's it! You've almost made it. Don't slow down now.
冇嘢啊嘛。後面有水殘咯。等先，慢啲嚟。你想講乜嘢啊？你唔好行埋嚟！Back 我啊 ，Sophie 啊，我幫你化妝㗎咧。我唔會信你㗎。你想話啲咩啊？我俾人，我係手出，我係手出。得啊 ，OK。我知你近排壓力比較大，不如我哋翻返廠先好冇？我哋再慢慢傾，好冇？
You've really made a mess.
I'm sorry I made a mess in your bed. How are you ever gonna cope?
They'll be replaced. Your parents, your exes, your colleagues, your friends. Striving to find new players won't be for lack of reserves.
What exactly are they guilty of?
Being associated with you.
He's scraping the bottom of the barrel.
The rules have changed.
That's not fair.
Fair? Fair is seeking equity rather than equality. You and I both know the world doesn't work on fair.
Then I guess we've hit a wall.
No. You have no moves left. It's time to accept my checkmate. Have you figured out why I'm here yet?
You want to know? Why I killed your wife?
I already do. For an audition. What you need to explain is what justified it.
Do you ever have a dream that you know you were born to make? And every time it's about to be realized, the goalposts move further away. I want to be an actor. The only time I feel most comfortable in my skin is when I'm wearing someone else's. And I did everything I could to make it happen. I went to drama school, threw money to hone my craft, skipped family meals for networking events, offered to do acting gigs for free, but no matter what I tried, it never really took. You see friends moving up in the world and you want what's best for them, but it hurts. It really fucking hurts. Because if they're passing your milestones, then the problem's gotta be you. You don't want to acknowledge that you're not talented, that maybe you're not good enough, because that would mean admitting the dream is dead. So you look for other reasons, and it's the arts, class privilege, follow account nepotism, that they're all valid criticisms which I can use to my favour, but now I have to deal with the weight of the world, and I can't say that I'm being oppressed when Black Lives Matter is trending. I can't claim to be disenfranchised when Me Too is rolling. And all of a sudden, I'm a part of the forgotten ones, the so-called deplorables. And of course, Black Lives Matter. I know that. I know that minorities have been discriminated against for hundreds of years, and all we have to do is even the scales, but I'm afraid. I'm afraid of what it might mean for me. I don't know what the new world would look like, and if I asked, you would label me a racist. No major outlet will answer my questions, so I was driven to other sources instead. I may not like Alex Jones. Breitbart might be shit. But at least they listened to my fears, and following them, I no longer feel alone. So I started listening to what else they had to say. Maybe the pandemic is a hoax. Why can't the deep state be responsible for banning haircuts? What if Trump was right about everything, and all of a sudden I'd carved out a niche? People started following me. The alt-right actually respected me. My dream had a second lease. So I shed everyone I ever cared for to create a persona, and used it to build my greatest brand. Me. It didn't cross my mind when I visited your wife, begging her for an audition, that I might be carrying the virus. And even if it had, I still would have gone. All I saw was a chance to seize my destiny. Maybe I infected your wife. Maybe I didn't. But I risked her life to build a better future. And for that, I won't say sorry.
I've been married for 31 years. Because of your actions, I couldn't hold my wife's hand to say goodbye. Or our daughters. When you infected my wife, you didn't kill one person. You murdered my whole family.
I was never gonna live, was I?
No.
What next?
You see the bleach in front of you? Open it. President of the United States said drinking bleach can cure the disease. You promoted his theory. I want you to drink the bottle.
Climate change activists should be rejoicing. If this disease wipes out thousands, that would solve the overpopulation problem. But they're not going to do it because, oh, here comes another truth bomb. Because they know it's a hoax. George Soros said,
shoot.
The dingus is Elle's brother.
According to a crackhead Layla interview, the person who shot him was dubbed.
The situation is so interconnected, it's borderline incest.
Still think we're bit players in all this?
Nah, it's got to be something more. How's the search coming along?
Talked to our network and we've narrowed it down to 3. Older Americans who've just moved to the neighborhood will most likely be in self-quarantine. Devon's banging down doors.
Have you seen my cat? That's a menu for a Chinese takeout, dumbass. It's not here. Hell? Don't you walk away from me!
Keep looking. Down to 2.
How do you think Doug's faring through all this?
He's a prick. Pricks are resilient, and Larry needs a hostage.
Larry seems unhinged.
I'll be careful when I approach him. I've seen his tweets. Guy's racist to boot.
Doesn't mean we mustn't help. A junkie, a dealer, an actor and his sister all walk into a bar. But who crashed the party?
That's the riddle you're thinking of?
The only answer that's going to make sense of this whole mess.
Well, there's got to be a death list, right? We find out who the victim was, and then we figure out who'd be most impacted by it.
That'd be their families. Izzy.
Yes?
You're our tech whiz. I need you to pull up a list of victims who died from coronavirus-related illnesses within a 10-mile radius of this postcode.
Knowing how to access VPN doesn't make me a whiz.
But you could do it, right?
No. But local paper releases the names of the town's victims daily. I can pop that up for you instead.
That's disappointingly low-key.
Hello, my name is Margaret Redbourne. I am one of the children of Windrush, living in the UK. I open my door to all walks of life because as a casting director, a black casting director, it's important to see equal representation thrive. What I don't want is a pompous actor coming to my door in the middle of a pandemic, demanding I give him a role, and then accuse me of reverse racism when I refused to shake his hand. He endangered my daughter, who was with me at the time. We can no longer occupy the same room as my husband, who was forced to keep.
Margaret Redbourne. This nightmare revolves around her.
Why does her name sound familiar?
We tried to recruit her grandson to run for us. He refused and got stabbed a couple of years later over a beef he had with Doug.
What's Johnny got to do with it?
He harassed him for weeks afterwards, trying to get him to recant his statement. In the end, he killed himself. All of us combined took 3 generations of family away from this guy. No wonder he's pissed. You nearing the place?
Yeah.
Good. Margaret lived nearby. It's time to pay our dues.
Nap time's over. Please return to your seat. It's time for your next test. You're not to die until I say. Time to get up. Some actors shed 50 pounds to prepare for a role. You can't even sit your ass in a chair. Your parents' caskets. You want them open or closed? Now, who could that be? Is your girlfriend home early? Did someone call the police? No matter. Your next test is to shoot whoever walks in. Can you do that for me? It's about time.
I'm coming in. Don't do nothing. Don't you fucking dare! Oh, there's a number on you.
They should have done worse.
All clear on my end.
How's he doing?
Like a Jackson Pollock painting. Even if he survives, he's a mess.
Do you understand what he's saying? Call an ambulance. No one else has to die.
He's gonna have to explain that to the cops.
I'd start with the truth.
Hello, can I get an ambulance, please?
You okay there?
He's in bad shape. He's been shot, poisoned, and he drunk a hell of a lot of bleach.
Elle's fine. She and Charlie are safe. Your little sis packs a big swing.
Joe, please.
I don't think that's a good idea. You have a chance to put things right. Over to you.
Larry, the man who sacrificed my family for an audition. Tell me, Larry, did you think you'd get the part? Well, I mean, I assume at some point you believed in what you were saying, right? But I mean, I get it that crushing disappointment has a way of normalizing the abnormal.
My views, my life,
No, shut up. You don't, no. You lost the right the minute that you hurt other people in order to get what you wanted, in order to get ahead.
What about you, huh? What gives you the right to sound like the victim? You ain't no anti-hero. And Johnny was no saint, but he didn't deserve a bullet in his throat because you couldn't cope with the pain.
There are bad apples on both sides.
Yours is a rotten orchard. What? Is that all you have to say, huh?
Come, Leo, come.
Is that it? Is that all you can mutter, you bull of fuck?
I feel your pain. You do. But I think it's important that you understand that women as well as men will be judged by the company that they keep.
Watch it, Joe.
So, Larry, tell me, do you ever want to be an actor?
What?
Really, actors are empaths, right? They want to put themselves in the shoes of others to feel what they feel. The differences, the similarities. That's the world that my wife created every single day. An empathic world. That's the world we had hoped to pass on to our child, grandchildren. You say you're most comfortable in another's reality, but I don't think that's true. I think you're most comfortable building walls of hatred. You exploited the COVID crisis to fire up your babies. Right? You could have quit this at any point before I revealed my hands. You wanted to use your old friend Beck's fame, so you just kept on going. So, like I asked you before, did you ever want to be an actor? Or did you just want to be famous? This has been the story, Larry, and everyone has had a part to play. But this really was your audition, and you got the part. Congratulations.
What part?
The face of complacency. You stood by your conviction that the virus was a hoax. And now, all of your fans can be in touch with you. Happy?
What's he saying? I'm on the phone to Izzy. It's up everywhere. Not just the stream, he's doxed Larry's details.
What do we do?
He's about to get cancelled. If you stay with him, you'll be too. I'll leave it up to you.
I live in the same neighbourhood as that creep!
Asshole.
This guy needs to be put down.
How does he have the job and not me?
彼は足の間に麺がある超わがままで嫌なやつだよ。彼をラーメンにして茹でちゃえば少なくとも無駄にはならないんだけど。
What a prick.
There were actually a few coronavirus patients, and I shook hands with everybody. I've developed mild symptoms of the coronavirus.
I was tested, and that test has been positive.
Flotus and I tested positive for COVID-19.
A growing list of prominent Republicans and White House officials who've been diagnosed with the disease in recent days.
Country should destroy him before he destroys this country.
Being put there for a reason, to keep everyone in while we test the 5G.
The pandemic wasn't real, and the race war isn't real.
I've been trying to hear about